Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Montgomery. I'd like to introduce you to a fellow alongside me. His name is Billy, and actually he goes by the name, the Honaker Battle Creek Billy. It's very strange. Billy, please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Billy. I'm Battle Creek Billy, but just call me Billy. And I'm here with Montgomery because, well, what is it? What's the reason, Montgomery?
Well, Billy, I think you've fallen susceptible, if I can actually say the word, susceptible to the mainstream kind of word or description that's been going around, whereby you believe that there is an entity of human being called a narcissist. And I'm here to explain that simply you, like so many who have complained about these so-called quote unquote narcissists, are actually you. People like you have simply been played and been used and been exploited. But labeling that person a quote unquote narcissist may be a misnomer. You know why, Billy?
No, I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm sure you're going to explain it.
Yes, I'm going to explain it. You don't have to be sarcastic. Yes, anyway, the reason um, you shouldn't apply a label like that is because maybe they only exploited you. Maybe they saw you as an easy mark. Maybe when you encountered them, they thought, oh wow, this guy really likes me, or this girl really likes me, depending on the situation. And you fell prey to actually this person played up to you. This person actually indicated to you that you're a likable chap, and and then the two of you supposedly became friends. But in all reality, it was a codependent relationship. You were looking for friendship, and they were looking for somebody to use. But so why would you, in fact, call that person a narcissist when, in fact, maybe they just wanted to use you?
Well, I'll explain it to you, and the reason is because uh, these people actually they 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 don't just use me. That's their lifestyle. They use everyone.
Excuse me, but how do you know that for sure? How do you, in fact, know? Do you follow them around? Do you, in fact, know that they themselves are not being used by other people, which whom you would also call, of whom you would also call a narcissist?
Well, wait a minute. Just listen to me and let me explain. I mean, their behavior is so extreme that anytime you confront these people about what they're doing, um, it's not like they just use you and acknowledge it. They don't want to acknowledge it, and they don't want you to know. They hide it from you. It's something they're deeply ashamed of. They actually are very, very insecure people at the core. It's not like they just use people and then move on to the next target. No, they're insecure people because they can't even acknowledge who they are as people. They, when confronted, they will totally light you up. They will gaslight you. Why? Because you're no longer their supply. Their supply. And originally, and they will, and if they disappoint you, they will hoover you later on just to see whether or not they can still use you.
Oh, Billy, I think you've definitely succumbed to being sucked in by this whole notion that there's such a thing as hoovering and supplying gaslighting. Of course, I have looked at these videos on the internet about narcissism, and I have seen it. And it seems ridiculous to me that people come up with all these names for a person like this. But I'm just wondering, Billy, do you think it's actually good to name call people names? Well, I think it's good to be able to identify people like this because if you don't, you continue to be used by people like this. You have to identify what's going on there. But Billy, simply, maybe, isn't this just simply a case of codependency whereby you, perhaps during your whole life, have always been used by people, and therefore you um, found somebody who could use you again because it's a comfort thing for you. So maybe what you refer to as narcissism is simply just a matter of codependency, and codependency on both for both people. That person depends on you for what you can provide them by exploiting you, and they provide you with the much needed attention that perhaps you didn't get, and you will try to get at any cost, even if it means being used. Well, I don't know about that. I don't think that's the case. I think these people are extremely, extremely vicious and manipulative, and because they don't really want to acknowledge anything that's going on in their life about who they are as people, actually, even to the point of becoming violent, I think they are deeply wounded people. And but I mean, anyway, maybe both of us are right in some way. And I don't know. This is a tough debate. It's a tough one to actually crack. Anyway, um, I don't know if I can. Do you have, what else do you think about that? Well, Billy, I think that it's not a good idea to actually label people because you are not providing room for healing between the two of you. Between you and the so called narcissist, if you continue to think that way, they will feel jilted by you, they will feel categorized by you, and they will not be able to grow because the hatred that you feel for them, they in turn will feel for you. And what you project out comes back to you. So I don't think it's a good idea to name call. In fact, I think you should just let bygones be bygones. And in fact, if you realize that you're simply being exploited and used, just don't allow yourself to. And don't allow yourself to hang around with that person if that's what's going on. And perhaps that person will get the message and change. Maybe it is as severe as you say it is. Maybe these people are very deeply wounded, but I think it's still not a good idea to categorize people. Anyway, that's our show for today. And thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions about it, leave it in the comments section. We'll be happy to address that, either myself or Billy. Thank you. Have a nice day.